Hey, welcome to Live with Lynn. So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so I know you were here. I'm Lynn Huber, and I appreciate you being here. So today I'm going to talk about developing social intelligence. So one aspect of achieving success in life that many people never think about is this idea of social intelligence. Social intelligence. The words are kind of new to me. It seems like I've always known the concept was there. I've studied all around it, but I've never really studied those words, right? But I look at it and I seem to naturally already do a lot of the things I'm going to talk about today. But there are some areas where I definitely need to concentrate on. It's all part of personal growth. So, it's probably not surprising that I'm already doing some of this. But this is why you watch my lives, right? So you can grow with me as I grow. So social intelligence is defined as the ability to see people in the most realistic light possible. In other words, it's all about reading other people and figuring out the reasons why they behave the way they do. So people who are socially intelligent, they display core traits that help them communicate and connect with others. So some of these traits are like effective listening. A person who possesses social intelligence doesn't merely listen to respond, but they truly pay attention to what a person is saying. The other people in the conversation usually walk away feeling like they were understood and that they really made a connection. Conversation skills. Have you ever seen someone work the room? You go to networking meetings and there are just people that just are amazing. They just work the room. They have conversational skills that enable them to carry on a discussion with practically anybody. They're tactful, they're appropriate, they're funny and sincere in those conversations, and they remember details about people that allow dialogue to be more meaningful. And that's not me. That's something I need to work on for sure. Reputation management. Socially intelligent people consider the impression that they make on other people. So consider to be one of the most complex elements of social intelligence. Managing your reputation requires careful balance. A person has to thoughtfully create the impression on another person while still being authentic. A socially intelligent person doesn't argue. Typically, someone with social intelligence understands that arguing or proving a point by making another person feel bad isn't the way to go. They don't outright reject another person's ideas, but rather they listen to them with an open mind, even if it's not an idea that they personally agree with. So think of it as your ability to think from another person's perspective. When you have a run-in with someone, whether it's a heated argument or just a subtle confrontation, do you find yourself getting wrapped up in your own emotions and assuming a position of defensiveness? Or do you separate yourself from the emotion of the situation and put yourself in the other person's shoes, trying to see the world as they see it? Most people opt for number one, not because they want to, but because they're really not aware that there's a better, more rewarding option, or they just have never really thought about it, right? But as you develop your social intelligence, you're going to find that you naturally become more persuasive and appealing to people with all different kinds of personality types. So instead of trying to force your ideas and opinions on someone new whose view of the world doesn't match yours, you alter your approach to appeal to their nature. It doesn't mean you have to sacrifice your own beliefs and adopt theirs. It just means that you choose to suppress your opinion because you know that right now it's not important to the outcome. And so it's a useless battle to get into right now, right? So for example, this time is a perfect time to be mentioning this, but if someone's ranting and raving about political or maybe a cultural issue and you don't agree at all, you just let them sound off and hold your opinion to yourself. You don't have to say anything. Right? You can let them blow off some steam and just reply with something like, yeah, I can see why that would be frustrating. That doesn't mean you agree with them. And it doesn't mean you're compromising your own beliefs, but you're also not required to share your opinion. And that's really powerful. There's no reason at that point to share your opinion unless you want to get in a fight with them, right? So something really powerful happens when you choose this approach. What you get to do is you get to study and examine how a person thinks and what makes them tick and what makes them get emotional. You almost are able to step back and in your mind be able to see what it is, what is it that's going on here, how are they feeling, why are they feeling this way, why are they confrontational. And so you can use all these triggers as ammo if you need to when dealing with them in the future, or even just as knowledge to help you deal with them and with other people like them. So knowing this information, you can customize your approach when you deal with them in the future. So if you're working with them on a project, your new skills are going to enable you to work more effectively with them, but even with the whole group, because you're able to step back and see what's going on here. What are these people thinking? What are they feeling, right? Or if you need a favor from that person, you're going to be in a much stronger position to persuade them or to speak and behave in ways that are going to win them over. And so next time you come across someone who rubs you the wrong way or has a difficult personality, just use it as an opportunity to enhance your social intelligence, and you'll gain more personal power than you ever had. So how do you develop that social intelligence, right? Well, some people may seem to be, they just seem to be socially intelligent no matter what. I mean, they don't even try, right? And then others have to work to develop it. Luckily, there's certain things you can do to build those skills. So here's some ideas that can help you build your social intelligence. So pay close attention to who and what is around you. So socially intelligent people are observant, and they pay attention to subtle social cues from those people around them. If you know someone, excuse me, if you know someone has strong personal skills, you can learn from them. Watch how they interact with others. And then work on increasing your emotional intelligence. Although similar to social intelligence, emotional intelligence is more about how you control your own emotions and how you empathize with others. So it requires recognizing when you are experiencing an emotion, which then helps you to recognize that emotion in somebody else. And then you can regulate them, emotional intelligence allows you to recognize your own emotions so you can then regulate them, right? But being able to, if you're emotionally intelligent, if you're in control of your emotions and you understand what you're feeling, it helps you to recognize and gain control of those bad feelings in your life, like frustration or anger when you're in a social setting, but it also helps you to recognize those same kinds of feelings in other people. And then respect cultural differences. More than that, seek out cultural differences so you can understand them. Gosh, we can learn so much from different cultures, and most people learn people skills from their families, right? Their family, their friends, their community, and the people surrounding them. A socially intelligent person understands that others might have different responses and customs based on their upbringing. And if you can get yourself out there amongst different people, different types of people, different cultures, different religions, different people from different geographical places, you're going to learn a lot because everybody is different and everybody has so much to offer. Practice active listening. So develop your social intelligence by working on your communication skills, which require active listening. Don't interrupt. Take time to think about what someone else is trying to say before you respond. Listen to the inflections in what they say, and which can give you clues to what they really mean. I am really guilty of this. I think I'm pretty good at understanding what's beneath what they're saying, but I have a habit of interrupting, and that's something I need to work on because I get excited. Especially, I get excited because, I don't know, I tend to interrupt, so I have to work on that one. So appreciate the important people in your life. So socially intelligent people have deep relationships with the people who are meaningful to them. Pay attention to the emotions of the people in your life, your spouse, your children, your friends, your coworkers, and your other peers. If you ignore the closest people in your life, you're missing the cues on how to connect with them. And none of us are born socially intelligent. Like I said, it's a new word for me. I'm sure it's a concept. The concept probably been around forever, and the words have even probably been around forever, but it was just something new for me. But none of us are born, just like we're not born with everything else, we're not born socially intelligent. So it involves skills that we can learn over time. The power is only going to continue to grow the more you use it. So use it, get better at it, and it's going to make a difference in your life. So, hey, now I'd love to hear from you. Have you heard of this concept of social intelligence before? What ways do you find yourself applying these concepts to your life? Please get down below and share with us in the comments. I would love to hear. Anyway, thanks for being here with me today. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.